insane eagle flame. During a college football game, a bald eagle did its pre-game flight, but instead of returning to its trainer, it flew straight to the arm of the only Native American in the crowd. Out of thousands of people, it chose them. The stadium went silent, knowing they just witnessed something powerful. A moment of respect, spirit, and visibility. Folded hands sparkle. Yeah, no, it's not AI. No, it's his eagle when he gets hired to fly it at sport events. Yeah, my initial thinking was that, but then I saw the dude below him taking a pic with what seems to be a piece of brownie, and the hand below would have been blocking their own camera. I ran a video on people believing AI Slop was real 2 years ago, and you all said, nah, Matt, the comments are all bots too. No one actually gets tricked by AI. Well, look at the mess we're in now, eh? Having to question everything we see these days, like some nightmarish version of Is It Cake? AI used to be easy to spot, but now requires more detective work. Like the lobster claws are the same size. That doesn't happen in real life. True legends, one final farewell. Eric Clapton and Paul McCartney braked out. No, he didn't. Paul McCartney's left-handed. There's always some clue from how AI has slipped up, even as small as the fact that nobody ever writes prices $299.00 because it's been studied that when the .00 included, people are less likely to buy. So keep your eyes peeled. Ben and Jerry's milkshakes in all your favourite flavours. Don't know about you, but I want to try fish food, face-savouring food emoji. Will they do any in the dairy-free flavours? Please don't be AI. Ah yes, Bernazzi's Bender's Berries, my favourite. I love strawberry 68 cake. London, before everything, it was one of the most beautiful, clean and safest places in Britain. Yeah, back then they drove on the right. It was crazy. Not just that, the backwards man! Macaulay and Kieran Culkin reunite at family Christmas party, dressed as Home Alone kids, recreating a classic holiday moment. I like how Kieran has an extra of Macaulay's arm. Oh my fucking god, how did I miss that? And what the heck is this in the background? Crown emoji, the 2 Ps pact. Why Taylor Swift and Donna Kelsey's 2025 shopping spree just redefined the in-law relationship. I like it how AI thinks Taylor would wear the same outfit she wore to an award show for shopping, rolling on the floor laughing emoji. It's the tiny microphone for me. The goal is never Gucci bags, it's acres of land. RIP to that horribly long misshapen horse, skull emoji. Just imagine how small the horses would be if they walked all the way to the house. I'm a farmer's daughter, and some people think that makes me last. I grew up on a sweet potato farm about 10 miles outside of town, where mornings start before the sun, and vacation means a county fair. My parents have dough under their... Yeah, I'll stop you there. The chicken have duck feet, you stupid goddamn dumbass emotionally manipulative robot prick. Today, I returned a library book I checked out when I was a kid, and I'm old enough now that the librarian behind the desk had to blink twice, like she thought I was joking. This is AI photo. A book that old wouldn't have a barcode. They only started using those 30 years ago at the earliest, and it wouldn't have been on the cover. They were still tucking in the books so they could also stamp the card as reminder to return. Well spotted, very good, but also where the red fern grows. Oh, sounds like a good book. AI fucking slop. United passenger posted his first class ticket to brag about Trump and someone cancelled his flight. Fuck, AI's getting too good. Why does his ticket say Unico and United? Why is the champagne in his glass but his champagne is unopened? And why is he holding his bollocks? You forgot his legs shorter than his arm. Plus, he's literally on the flight. Right? Loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji. What, they're going to kick him off now, are they? What's happened there then? Okay, cabin crew, come in. Can I just confirm you've served all the food and drink, yes? Fantastic. So everyone's got a hot meal and a full glass of alcohol right in front of them, correct? Great. If you could just go through now and actually make sure that everyone's got a ticket. Brilliant. And then after that, probably best start thinking about taking off. Where are pictures of Obama praying? Ooh, not many clues to work with here. Oh, but let me just try something. One sec. Marietta Handyman Services. Installed safely. Wired right. No stress. Do all of your workers have 3 hands? Marietta Mandyman? Some hospitals and hospices in the UK and Australia have introduced cuddle beds, that is, special wider beds that let families lie beside their loved ones who are terminally ill. These beds bring comfort, warmth and emotional closeness during the most difficult final moments of life. Do you think this practice should be followed by all hospitals? Again, AI slipping up on the old hands, but it does have a solution for that though. Happy birthday to my twins, Party Popper 2 Hearts. Some heartless people won't congratulate them just because they're different, broken heart crying face. Hashtag stay strong. I refuse to believe we humans are this stupid. Oh, I've got bad news for you. What are they supposed to do with those blocks? Just going back to this one though quickly, what's odd is that it's based on a real idea, on a real picture. The AI decided to festoon with messed up flags and turn it for no reason into an airbed. God, imagine you sit on the side of this and grandma just launches into the air like a trampoline. Or like 5 nurses trying to hold the bed down and get her up for a bath and she's just flopping around in the middle like a fish. AI has a habit of doing this. Here's a photo, a real story. The Arizona Fire Department had 19 babies born to the 18 firefighters inside of 1 year. AI decides, no, I can do that photo. Baby? Yeah, I've seen one of those before. Yeah. Hi, you guys. My favourite baby. God bless. Folded hands. Am I crazy, or does this child look like that wild-ass restoration of that Jesus portrait done by that old lady in Spain? Could it be? The wadded up tissue next to the game. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. The AI was wrong for that. Dr. Pepper slippers coming soon to Walmart, Red Heart. Oh, it's so good at making it look like an actual Walmart. Yes, but Fotka, how far can animals identify us? What happens in that 600-yard window where you can be identified by a falcon but not by a falcon? Schrodinger's falcon. Plus, that's not a giraffe. Me and my husband, after 23 years with the same pose and fun, winking face with tongue, smiling face with 3 hearts. Right, because AirPods were a thing 23 years ago. They were, and he wore them so much they became one with his ear. You're being really insensitive right now. I love how the Pringles aged too. Spirit science. Posts. Look at this hidden sugar and common drinks. Every choice we make carries weight, and awareness is a powerful tool. I like how the bottom of the Coke can bows outwards to fit the curve of the C of Coca-Cola. Red tea, my fave. Who the fuck out here drinking sugar water? Like an ant? Or perhaps a hummingbird? Or... We're already gone everywhere. Whoa! Top 10 Richest Billionaires 2025. I love how this looks like an in memoriam post. Combined wealth. There are trillions of dollars, faced with tears of joy emoji. Who we got here then? Jeff Bakes, Mal Gibson, Mark Zuckerberg, and what? Yassified Elon Musk is upsetting, lol. Whilst we're on the topic of Musk, here's his family tree, posted unironically. Oh god, this isn't how you do a family tree. This is a family wreath. Fear the nameless Musk. Born 2021. Dolly Parton impersonator meetup in Texas. Is that Mr. Poopy Butthole on horseback on the right? Oh, wait. Oh, I missed this event, and I live right up the street from Boris Lufthansa. I have truly never, in all my 75 years, witnessed such a charming little display of determination mixed with cozy desperation. Brilliant. Fabulous idea. I'd have made besties with him and curled up in there. Yeah, you know how you can never understand the overhead speakers? It's because they're speaking this language.
The flight to D1 is late.
Oh, no, I'm never going to get to Del Rito in time for Thameskivong. Amarillo reflects a classic American plains city, known for highways, open land, and regional travel routes that connect communities across the central United States. Love the big circle road with no off-ramp, lol. We just be driving in circles out here. Hey, I live there. This isn't AI. I once accidentally teleported into the circle. I had to call for help to get out, loudly crying face emoji. This is what Amarillo actually looks like, if anyone was wondering. Where's the circle? I only order the cheeseburger, but the table is saying to split to bill evenly. What are you doing, eyes emoji? That's why when you start ordering, tell the waiter it's separate checks, yeah? Problem solved. Josh, mate. Oh yeah, what, that new place over on Pemnaviventag, ACMV, Weshenheimer, DC? Yeah, I was just there last week. Pemnaviventag is my favourite German holiday. Bro got charged for 0 cheeseburgers. Face with tears, face with tears, face with tears of joy. AI loves receipt posts for some reason. I broke the #1 rule and took a coworker on a date. We picked Olive Garden because it felt safe, casual, neutral, HR-approved vibes. Everything was cool until the check came. You're talking such shit. What do you mean you're taking her on a date? You've both got wedding rings on, and you're holding a receipt which says you've had a tiramisu, but she's still eating eating her salad. Let's just have a closer look at that receipt, shall we? 1 tier of fiddig with 1 Nutella tea and 1 wet towelettes. 2 nuttig nutties with oid betis. 1 tisair nut. 1 tersarius and 1 trisket. Add $1, $2 and $2.50 and $5 and $5.20 and $3 and it makes the total a $285.50. Duh, face with rolling eyes. And yet, almost every pleb gobbles it up, besides the odd cautious, is this AI generated? Of course it is! Who would have taken the picture? Both his hands are on the receipt! Living that DualShock life, video game growing heart. That controller is plugged in to potato chips. Fucking poster says scheme, skull emoji. What happened to Crash? Look what it did to Space Jam. Swamp Jam is an absolute classic. I wore a sneaker on one foot and went barefoot on the other, which was the style at the time. Yeah, when your mum barges in your room when you're hanging out with your friend, so your shirt is backwards and you only have one shoe on. Collectors! Automobile dash symbol. Cars 4 2026 hype. Lightning McQueen is back. Seymour, no, don't Seymour, this is AI. Disney said multiple times they'll never make another movie due to Pixar no longer having the partnership with the animation studio that did the Cars and Planes movies. Nice. I mean, you didn't really need to say that because there's a Cyclops with a 3-eyed one. What is this supposed to be? What the fuck is this? Jesus is still king. Can I get an amen? Amen. No, wait. AIM. His own patch says Jesus. Is he saying he is king? Weight loss salad. Cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, onion. Those are some big fucking cherry tomatoes, lol. Stinky dicks, bagel seasoning, when only the finest will do. And the dressing only has 50 mufuffle per serving. Jack-o'-lantern emoji, POV, Halloween in the 90s, jack-o'-lantern emoji. More AI, which tragically humans were reacting with their real organic memories to. Yeah, I really miss when I was a kid and we just put pumpkins in the middle of the road. Nobody puts pumpkins in the middle of the road anymore. I miss the days when street lamps were just long sticks with nothing at the top. I also really miss those teeny tiny automobiles from the 90s that got banned after that one incident in 1999 that caused the media to erase them from the cultural continuum. I'm imagining a horror movie where someone gets sucked inside one of these AI hellscapes. Grocery store, 1920s. Hashtag vintage retail. Hashtag women of the 1920s. Hi, yeah, I'll take some peas and some, peas. Oh, and some peppers. Coffee and peas is all one needs. In Mobile, Alabama, 23-year-old Red Lobster server arrested after no-tip receipt sparks seafood night chaos. Now, this is a tough one, and obviously it's got all the guys out there making fools of themselves. I mean, maybe it's real. Maybe it's real. Yeah. Oh, there's just one thing I find mighty confusing. It says the mugshot there is taken on the 18th November, 2025. Now, see, I thought Mobile, Alabama's Red Lobster shut down on May 2024. That's awful curious. Plus her Def Leppard shirt says Def Leppard. These are the sorts of AI photos which go the most undetected though, largely as men on Facebook with these sorts of profile pics are too busy commenting like, I mean, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? The comments are insane. Some motherfucker really said, oh wowzers. But just look at the badge, it's literally a capture, and another tell, actually sit back and think about what you're looking at. No one would do this. At 53, he sang one song and blah 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 blah. We are getting into the minutiae of clues here, but sometimes that's what's required. This is AI. Eminem has a skull mushroom on his left arm, and Ronnie R.I.P. is at the bottom of the tattoo, not the top. I have the exact mushroom on my head, so I know. Yeah. I mean, they also kept the prompt, so sometimes digging down into the tiniest of clues isn't required, though. German short-haired pointer group shared that loyalty never fades, only remembered in silence. Generations pass, but a German short-pointed coins aunter always remembers what loyalty feels like in silence. What?